Hey everybody, this is the Sliders Review, and welcome to a special edition of Asian and Pacific Islander Heritage Month. And I'm here today to talk to you about Power Rangers Lost Galaxy Blue to the Test. So this is a Kai episode. Kai is the navigator slash pilot of Terra Venture, and he worked for the GSA. And when Ty started off in the season, he was really rude and stuff, especially to that of Leo because Leo stole away. And then afterwards, he was kind of like a butthead and stuff. But he's eased up more along the way and became much more friendlier. And he's also a really good cook. And so, I believe the actor's name is Archie. And so, in this episode is very special because we get to see Kai, really step up in his division of, being kind of like a military space astronaut type person. Very Star Trek and stuff. But even though this episode is really good, it's also a little confusing in the writing and stuff when it comes to the other GSA members. And also, where's Mike? That's just something that never made no sense. Now, the Rangers, they barely show up in this. They mostly do the ADR, but you only see them like once and stuff. But you see Leo at least twice. Now, Kendricks, the actress who plays her, Valerie Vernon, she does not appear in this episode whatsoever demorphed, and neither does she appear in voice-wise. This is when she got cancer and had to go to chemo and stuff like that. And she was slowly getting phased out of the show. So you hear some other lady voice her. Who's the other lady? Heck if I know. But so Chad's at work, not Chad, but Kai. I'm thinking of Lightspeed Rescue. So Kai is at work, and Commander Stanton comes in, and he's testing Kai. He's testing him for a very important reason. He asks him, should we change course or should we keep on the course that we're on since I gave you the orders to stay on this course? And at first, Kai doesn't want to change and alter course, but then he later does. Why? Because they're going near a red star. It's uncharted, unstable, and they could get caught in the gravitational well of it. So he believes that's not great because if they get caught in the gravitational well, they'll burn up. And so, he tells them, we should alter course. And the commander tells him that's a great idea. You should always trust, your gut instinct. And so, we see Commander Stanton, and he's hanging out with his daughter. I didn't even know he had a daughter. And I think maybe one episode, but isn't there? No. No, there's an episode. I think Kai was trying to get with a girl. Instead, she wanted him to hang out with her sister or something like that. So maybe that was that episode. But yeah, so Commander Stanton has a daughter. And so this is the only time we ever see her. And so Trakina and stuff, she has a monster. And the monster is a female monster that sounds like Barbara Goodman and everything, but I don't know if that's her or not. And so the monster, they want Terra Venture to go on the path of the Red Star. And so she brainwashes that of the Commander Stanton. And when he's brainwashed, he acts kind of normal, but in a zombified kind of state. In the brainwashed, zombified kind of state. And he's mean to his daughter, man. She hugs him and he just takes her by the face and just shoves her on the ground. Oh my God. And then he steps on the picture that he drew for her. Now, she's upset and doesn't understand what's going on, but you would assume she would have went to one of the officers and be all like, my daddy's acting weird or something like that, but she doesn't do none of that stuff. She just goes about her day. And so then he goes back to the command center, and he orders Kai to go on the path of the Red Star. Kai's kind of and not only go on the path of the Red Star, but also shut down two of the engines so there could be a drift and head towards it. Kai is kind of confused and thinks this is a bad idea because, if they go on the path of the star and they shut off their engines and this and that, they could like burn up and die. And so he does it at first, I think. No. I don't know if he does. I think he doesn't. And this pisses off Commander Staton to where he rips off his like badge on his shoulder. And so like he's escorted out. And I mean he's escorted out. They literally kick him out. And so when talking to Damon and talking to Leo, he's all like he doesn't understand like, the commander, like why would he make this foolish like decision, which makes no sense. And so Leo and Damon just being stupid, all like, oh, the commander knows what he's doing and da da da, and you're overthinking everything. But it's like, dude, do you not understand what going close to like a giant sun will do to you, a giant star? But anyways, so of course Kai is like, weary of this and he heads back to like the command area. But he trusts his gut and he spies when he sees the commander comes out and sees the commander talks to a monster. And so he goes and he tries to fight the monster, but I believe the commander is ordered to fight Kai. And you can see the stunt double for the commander. He has no facial hair and he's slimmer and younger because his face gets shown at one point. And so Kai is smart enough to not harm the commander, but lock him away in like a storage room and stuff. And so, after that, like the Rangers, they're fighting the monster, and then comes Kai. And so, like, by this time, Terra Ventures head towards, like, the giant star. And it's burning up. And what's really weird is, like I said before, the writing is on the wall of how confusing it is. First of all, where is Mike? Mike is second in command. And Mike should have, like, told, like, the crew avert like this course and like head out of there, before they burn up and die. But you see the rest of the crew just staring up at the screen. It's all red, they're burning up, and nobody had the wherewithal to like alter course, but they don't want to be insubordinate. But it's like, dude, you finna die. So that don't make no sense. It literally paints them as being stupid. And so, like, they fight, like, the monster. They go in their Zords. And it was nice to see Kai take, like, the lead. But the monster freezes up part of the Megazord. So they have to call on the Lights of Orion. Now, they called on the Lights of Orion before to fight the monster. And Mike is there as the Magna Defender. So Mike is actually in this episode. So before they go big, they fight the monster. They hit him with the lights. And I don't understand something. If the Lights of Orion supposed to be so powerful, how come every time they hit a monster with it, the monster just goes big? It doesn't destroy the monster. Anyway, they're in the Megazord. The Megazord feet is frozen. Torzord is there. He did his butt kind of whooped. And so they use the Lights of Orion on the Megazord to like bust away the ice. And then Kai takes the lead, which is, like I said, really nice because this is his center episode. And they destroy the monster. After that, of course, Terra Venture is still going in like, the path of the sun. And so we see Kai and we see Mike like running to get like the commander out the storage room. And all I could say is, where was Mike before? He should have led like, the soldiers and stuff. So they free him and he's out of like, he's done being brainwashed. They take him back to the command area and he makes them alter course to get away from like the sun. And so like, they averted catastrophe and everything, And so we see Kai and a couple of the other Rangers. I think it's Leo and it's Maya. We finally get to see Maya. And it's always nice to see Maya. And they're playing with Commander Staton's daughter. And so, like, which is just kind of random. Like, they're adults and they're hanging out with a kid. And so Commander Staton shows up. And he gives Kai a brand new uniform. Because, of course, he ripped off, like, the badge and stuff like that. He could have just put the badge back on, a patch. But he tells, like, Kai, I'm gonna spend time with my daughter, and I want you to lead and everything. So he wants him to take command of the entire station. Once again, where's Mike? And he just gives Kai back his old uniform. You think if he was to take command, he would wear probably like a different like uniform, but he doesn't. But Blue is command division anyway, and also like they're the ones who like pilot like space station. So Kai goes there feeling proud, because this was like in the beginning of the episode was all a test. He sees a lot in Kai. Kai is a great officer. He follows orders. He's by the book. He doesn't like let up on anything. Like he's a really good officer who can really take command of like Terra Venture. But once again, it's weird because like, where is Mike? And where are all the council members and stuff? You think one of them would have went in there and be all like, yo, man, we're burning up to a crisp in here. So this is the part that gets really confusing in like, the episode, because it's kind of like there are other people higher ranking than Kai, but they don't take command when the commander is absent. So that's kind of always kind of weird. Happy Asian and Pacific Islander month, everybody. Alrighty, well, I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.